Aries, and welcome to the Astroflower channel. This is going to be a reading for the coming month of February in 2022. If you don't know much about the Astroflower, there is plenty of links in the description below. There's introduction videos about the Astroflower, which will help you to understand the petal system, the elements and the qualities, and how they intermix with one another, and how they intermix with the world around us. We've also done books, etc. So all of those links are in the description below. We also have links to our sister channel, Somatic TV, where I do energy updates and do dowsing of ley lines. This is going to be difficult, obviously. Ley lines or energy lines that go across the planet. So we get a bit of a message from the Earth. See how the sun is interacting with all the other planets and with the planet Earth as well. And therefore, we will see how the interaction between the vibrations and our chakras and our aura, and see how it affects us. So all those linked in the description below. Please do go down and explore. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell if you want notifications about new videos coming up for your good selves, which we will do a weekly reading at the end of the week, which will be coming out on Sunday. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. This is over the month of February. So these are the first week, second week, third week, fourth week. This is your karmic path and the influence from the universe. Same thing. This is on the spiritual side. This is on the material side. Same thing on the here. This is how your guides are trying to organize your life around you to influence you, to create coincidences, so your karmic path becomes a bit more evident. And this is your subconscious, so this is where your guides influence that conversation that we had within ourselves. And this is petal 10. This is how we do the interaction with the world around us. Sorry about this. There we go. So let's just pick some cards, see how we're going on. So message coming in, certainly of a joyful and young sort of spirit. Look at this. It's very quick for you at the moment, Aries, which is a bit of a turn up for the books, because you're in your autumn period, just coming into your autumn period now. And, you know, life should be slowing down. You should be sort of contemplating about what you want to do in life in the next year, and see what's happening within you physically. See what you want to do in the physical world and stuff like that. Organising things, taking time out for yourselves, you know. That's the vibration of your yearly rhythms. Humans have huge amounts of rhythms, which we go into in our books. So if you want to learn a little bit more of that, get a book, I guess. So, interesting reading. Certainly the first part of February seems to be busy. On the spiritual sort of side, it's the universe is kind of encouraging you to it's starting to encourage you to look at that spiritual side of what you've been doing over the last year, what you should be doing in the coming year, and working it out within yourself, and not necessarily moving over and acting upon it, because you'll have your birthday will be coming up in the next month, so you'll be moving into that spiritual moment over February, going from physical, and that's usually 2 months before your birthday, and 1 month before your birthday is all the spiritual sort of side. So physical sort of side, the 2 months before your birthday, it's still coming through, and those messages seem to be coming through quite quickly from the universe, certainly the beginning of February. And you might already have that within you, kind of going, yeah, I'm ready to go, give me the Ace of Wands, and get my clear thinking on, and I'm heading off. Yeah. So, you know, this first sort of week, it's a bit of sifting going on, a bit of sort of sorting the chaff from the wheat, setting yourself up nicely for the month. it's connecting with other people around you. So taking that time to spend a bit of time with, say, like friends or families that you might not been able to do over the last 2 months, and none of us really been able to do over the last 2 years because of certain aspects within the human existence that sort of didn't permit that. So it might be a case of actually, your month, your karmic month, this path for this month on the spiritual front has to be connecting with other people around you and people that you know. And it should be light. It shouldn't be heavy at all. It may well be connected with work or maybe physical pleasures, say like going cycling with a group that you haven't been for ages, or playing, playing music with someone or stuff like that you haven't actually really done for some time. Because your guides on this side is sort of, they're giving you that pass. They're giving you that sort of, don't worry, we're going to look after you and we're going to sort life out around you so you don't have to do too much organisation. That's what it's sort of saying, and that's in the next week after that. So that's in the second week. So once you initiate this sort of beginning part of the week of connecting with people that you haven't spoken to for some time, you don't have to do much organisation or pushing through, because your guides are going to do that all by themselves on that sort of thing. And then coming to the end of the month, you'll start realising you've actually got a lot of fruits, you got a lot of possibilities, or a lot more sort of friends. Not that you don't have any friends, but I mean, a lot more sort of people that you haven't been connecting with for some times, and you'll realise that actually maybe that's a good thing that you do connect with other people a lot more in your life. Maybe you've been working too hard, because you tend to do work hard. Aries do work hard and work long hours, tend to anyway. So that may be a case of this month here coming through here, and it's going to make you feel like you're sitting in your own power of perfect position of understanding and knowledge, because you're sitting at the base of the tree of knowledge, but she's also sitting comfortable and has enough financial reward. So it looks like a good month, and it seems to be heading in the direction where you're going to be sound financially, or sound physically within the world, as it were. And it seems to be on the spiritual side, sort of encouraging you to get out there and mix it up with the rest of the world. On the material side, as I said, you're still within the first half of February, you're still within that working out decisions of what you've been doing over the last year physically, what you want to stop, what you want to do in the coming year. Not actually starting them off, but just getting them clear within yourself. And those ideas are coming in thick and fast by the looks of it from the universe. It's one thing after another, and in normal part of the year, say like let's just say in the beginning of summer or at the end of summer, when you're in your winter or your spring, according for you, it might have been a lot easier and you wouldn't have noticed all the things coming in so quickly. But because you're in this particular time of the year, just before your birthday, you may well notice a lot more things coming in, and you may feel a little bit swamped, but it's going to give you that clarity of thought of how you can physically do things later on. And your guides are sort of saying, maybe this coming year after your birthday, you got to push the boat out, dream a little bit bigger, go for miracles. And that's sort of in that second week, as you go through that passage where you've got this Six of Swords, it's, you're being guided through. You don't have to do much. She's not steering or anything like that. The birds are just taking her across from one side to the other. And then you'll have, on your material side, is having your feet up in the clouds, daydreaming, and fixing those ideas within you of what is very possible. Then you've got ideas again. That's in this section here, which is in the third week as well. So there's more ideas coming in for you, light bulb moments, and it could be connected to this spiritual sort of side. But at the same time, I think it's to do with the physical realms. I think it's more to do with work, of how you can actually progress things a lot easier within your work according to what you've learned through your job, or what you've learned through your life, and it will allow you to provide different intuition and inspiration to your business, your job, your projects, your house building, your all those sort of material sides of life. Within you, this is why, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles above, but right in the centre, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Now, this, I think, is all to do with that sort of feeling secure, not giving away everything to the entire world around you. I think we already spoke about that in your yearly reading, actually, or it could have been last week's reading for the weekly readings. But she's going to have to invest at some point. And because you've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles above it, it's sort of saying invest according to your understanding. So I think the investment's really going to come from this sort of side of how you invest in life on the material sort of front. And it's going to ask you to invest wisely. So you're waiting, and it's patience, I think, a little bit. And you do have the Three of Pentacles that go to the Four of Pentacles, and you have this pathway going across, which through good hard work and working with others, you feel secure within yourself, which will allow you to explore that intuition or that ideas of what you can have for the physical world. But it looks like a typical autumn reading. You are in your autumn. That's twice I've said I've got to stop saying yeah, it's a typical autumn reading, and a lot of realizations for you, I think, coming out. We're just going to clarify. I'm going to keep that card. It's coming in there. So we're clarifying between the first week and the second week, and seeing what those messages of the universe that are coming through, and trying how it ties into your guides. So it's asking you to fall in love with life, I think, more than anything else, with the journey. And that journey is connected with other people. You've got choices as well, possibilities. When you start doing that and interacting with other people. So in the first week to the second week, it could be just trying out new things by the looks of things. And a tower moment? What the blazes? Really? Seriously, Aries? What the? It's a real rock in the road. Okay, so tower moment. It's if you imagine you've built a nice big tower, you love your tower, and you can stand up there and you can see for miles around you and everything like that. But you want to change it, as we do in life. And in order to change it, you've got to take the tower down and then to rebuild it. And sometimes life will be encouraging that. I think that's coming through in the next couple of months. It seems a long way off. I don't think it's there at the moment. I think the universe or the guides and the universe are trying to encourage that you get on your karmic path, you mix it up with other people, fall in love with it, so then you can avoid that tower moment in the coming month afterwards. Okay, let's just see what's going on in this first to second week on the material side. You're desperate to start it. You've got a couple of aces there, so you definitely want to start a journey. And it's going to be built upon idea of physical world, of how it... Knight of Pentacles, it's reiterating it again. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who sort of plants up seeds for tomorrow. That's the best way to describe it. And those seeds take a long time to grow. And what is that one holding there is the seeds. So I think as the information comes through from in this first part of the week where you just feel like a little bit bamboozled, it's going to make you clear about what you should be doing in the physical world, and it make you dream as well. Dream big, maybe. I'm surprised a star hadn't come out there somewhere. And then there's lovers. So it's actually, it feels like this month here you can have a real moment where you realise what you want in the material world. If you realise what you want in the material world, you can certainly put it to act in and actually make it manifesting. So let's see what's going between week 2 and week 3. A leap of faith. So that's that rite of passage, I think, a leap of faith. Just trust in your inner guides and allow your ship to just keep ploughing on through week 2 to week 3. And trust in your guides. This is going to be that's going to be the leap of faith, trusting in your guides. Let's see what's going on the material front. On that side, King of Wands. Did we not have that earlier on? No, it was on another reading. I think it was in Cancer. So, although it's good to daydream, it's good to be have a little bit of your feet on the ground, but to be passionate about what you're doing and have that inner strength within you to do that long haul of that Knight of Pentacles. So I think it's going to build, the passion's going to build up inside you over this coming month for starting a new journey on the physical front. And it could be a new job, it could be a new business, or it could just be a promotion within you. But that's what you're building towards. That's what you're trying to create within your world around you. And then you get the Two of Cups. So it's playing opposite of the Lovers. So the Two of Cups is the unifying force between two loving energies, as it were. So you might have a love for going fast and sweating or workout. Sorry, not sweating. So it might be a case of buying a bike. It could be as simple as that. It could be. I think it's a case that realizing what you have everything is because you fall in love with this new possible path that you're going on. And Judgment. So as you've on the material side, as it flows through and you've got all these ideas coming up, you're going to have to judge which ones are worthwhile and which ones are going to free you up rather than tie you down to just more and more work. So, you might get offered, say, 2 jobs, one that's paid more. Look at that. Sorry, this is apparently we're on the button for some of you. You're paid more, but it means you're going to have to work more. And there's another job that you're paid a little bit less, but it frees you up a lot more. Or it's a free role, a free position within the business or the company or whatever, even within your own business. Let's see how it all sort of ties together. With the Hangman, seeing things in a slightly different perspective. So by the end of the week, you're going to start seeing things differently to what you saw at the beginning of the week. End of the month, you're going to see differently to the things you saw at the beginning of the month. Let's just see the overall running through, and I think it's going to be pretty clear how you see it differently. You're going to realise you do actually have enough resources to do the future plans that you want to do. Let's see. So it's all work orientated, to be honest. A lot of work going on there. Let's see how that sort of connects up to the top with Emperor again. It's playing to this side more than this side, to be honest. So I think in order to work hard, let's just see how the whole lot connect together, and it is going on a journey. So it's starting that journey of the material world and learning how to get involved and create your business and create your place. I think it's a case of, and this is what I was going to say earlier on, I think it's a case of if you're going to work hard, just make sure you play hard as well. Make sure you get a bit of fun going on. And the Tower moment I think it's coming up later on, so I don't think it's coming up in this month. I think it's just preparing you for it. But it's more of a case of kind of you might have realised that, I've worked too hard and lost my connection to the fun side of life. There you go, Aries. Hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget, your weekly reading will be coming out on Sunday, so click that bell once you've subscribed in order to get the notifications for those new videos. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.